Hi guys, I am back with another mani. So I've already did a little prepping with my nails, pushed my cuticles back. So I'm going in with an alcohol wipe and just dehydrating the nail plate because of the peel base that I'm getting ready to try for the first time. So I'm using the Makartt Peel It Off base gel. This does require curing in a lamp, and I had to get a rubber band to get it open. So I'm opening that and I'm going to paint a layer of that on my nails, and then I'm going to pop them in the lamp and cure for a full 60 seconds. And I am using 𝑻𝒊𝒔𝒉's gel lamp that I think is 96 watt if I'm not mistaken. And so yeah, once I get that on, I'm gonna go in and apply some full coverage nail tips. So after the nails have cured, I'm going in and wiping this tacky layer off of the nails from curing. This step probably is not necessary, but I always do this if I use a peel base that is cured by gel polish, and I'm going in with a nail glue. So I have some, I think these are coffin nail full coverage nail tips from Tay, T-A-Y-E, on Amazon. I have my Curve Life nail glue that I absolutely love, and then I have some long Q-tips. And the reason why I have the long Q-tips is so that I can use that to clean up any gel glue. And this is a thick viscosity nail glue, works well. The nails are still on. It is today is Saturday, November the 22nd, that I'm doing this voiceover, and if I'm not mistaken, I recorded this video Saturday or Sunday of last week, and the nails are still on. And so I kind of jacked my pinky up a little bit. It was crooked. I think it still ended up being crooked, and so I kind of popped it off real quick and reposition it. And so now I'm going in with the Q-tip and I'm cleaning up any excess gel that is on the free edge or under the nail, not under the nail, but under the actual nail tip itself, that carries or pushes on top of the free edge of the nail. So I'll hold that for a few seconds and give that time to dry. After I get all of the nails on, I do wait a few minutes just to give that glue time to dry. And so I have all of the nails on. My pinky was a little janky, and so I'm now going in with a nail file. I believe this is 180 grit or 150 grit nail file on one side and 100 grit on the other side. And so I'm just filing off or filing around the cuticle area, trying not to tear my skin up. I'm going to file the little tag that's on the tip of that fake nail. And then once I do that, we're going to go in and get started with the application itself. After I remove the dust, I'm going in with two dip powders, Golden Gate and Rust Worthy from Color My World Dips. And I will also be using Color My World Dips Activator and Odorless Dip Base Coat. Color My World Dips is a dip powder shop on Etsy. I have a drawer full of the dip powders that I absolutely love, and I was a little afraid with these dip powders because I haven't done a dip powder mani in quite some time. I've been kind of sticking to gel polish because it's quicker. Not to say that dip powder is not. I do like the effect of dip powder. I think it's stronger than gel polish itself on the nail or on the natural nail. And so I just stirred up that dip powder. It's been sitting for a while, so I wanted to evenly distribute the color through the drawer. And I'm going in with the Odorless dip liquid. I do use the Odorless dip liquids because if I don't, and I'm using regular dip liquids, I will develop dip flu with the stuffy nose, the cough, the chest congestion, almost like an allergic reaction, but it's not. I have no problems breathing. And so Odorless works best for me, and this is the brand that I prefer out of all of the Odorless dip liquids. There are other brands that work well as too, but this is my go-to brand for Odorless dip liquids. I don't use the top coat. I do prefer a gel top coat with dip powder application. So I'm applying a thin layer of the gel base base to the nail, and I am pouring the dip powder over the nail. If you see that the nail is still wet, like the pinky, you just re-dip that so that it soaks up that dip base. With low odor dip base, sometimes it does take quite some time to dry. I don't know why. I guess because whatever ingredient is in regular dip base is not in odorless, so I don't know. But after I get that first coat on the nails, I'm going in with a second thin coat of the dip base liquid. And so before I stick that brush back into the bottle, I'm going to wipe it on the paper towel that I have off to the left, and then I'm just repeating that process. You can put as many layers you want on the nail, but it will become real bulky. I only do 2 layers when I'm doing just a solid color, and some people will dip their nails. I prefer to pour over or to lay my nail in the dip powder flat, but you have to be careful because you don't want to move the dip liquid around on the nail and your mani becomes, or your dip powder becomes a little wrinkly, but you can smooth it out. And so again, I'm just repeating that process on all of the nails, and then I'm going to go in and do some glitter nails. Now with the glitter nail, now with my thumb, I do have the color Rust Worthy on my thumb as well. Absolutely love this color. I thought it was perfect for fall, perfect for Thanksgiving, and I don't know if I'm going to keep these nails on for Thanksgiving or not. And again, after each coat of dip powder, once that dip base has dried, you want to make sure that you brush off excess dip powder from the nail. So now I'm going in with the color Golden Gate, if my memory serves me correctly, and repeating that process. Now, specifically with the glitters, when I'm working with a glitter, whether it's a chunky glitter or a glitter that has foil flakes or anything like that, this one has glitter and foil flakes mixed in. I believe this is a clear base that is mixed in. I can't really tell because it took up the glitter, and the foil flakes was all over the nail. And so I like to pour over the first layer just to make sure that I get something on the nail. And then I'm using my cuticle cleanup tool. I have several. Curl of My World Dips has one, but I'm not sure. This one is CN Designer Dips, but they all work the same. And so I'm just using that cuticle cleanup tool to kind of push the glitter off the sides of the nail and the cuticle area to do some cleanup. And then I'm going in and I'm pressing that glitter flat on the nail, because if not, the glitter's going to stick up. Your nail's going to become really, really bulky, and you don't want that because you're going to have to encapsulate the glitter and foil flakes. So now I'm pouring a little bit more of that dip powder in my cupcake liner here, and I'm just repeating that process. But the second time, once I get the dip base on the nail, and again, you want to apply a thin layer or you're going to have really bulky nails. Once I get that on the nail, I'm shaking the cupcake liner to pull the glitter and foil flake pieces to the top, and I'm laying my finger flat. Now that nail looks crazy. We have to do some cleanup here. And so I'm going in with that cuticle cleanup tool to remove any from the cuticle area. I turn my nail over so that I can see what's hanging over the free edge and the side walls of the nail, and I'm just pushing that in or removing it so that you don't lose the shape of the nail or your nail or the nail that you have on. And so again, just moving that out the way, making sure that it's as crisp as I want it to be. And the glitter nail actually turned out way better than I thought it was. I was like, oh, you haven't used chunky glitter dip powder in a while, so I didn't know how it was gonna be. But you can see the nail did not lose shape. I'm pressing it down. Now I do have glitter on my other hand, but that comes off easy, no problems at all. And so I let that dry. Well, while I let that dry, I wanted to do kind of like a little swoop of that glitter color on my thumbnail, and I'm out of frame. I'm out of frame a lot, so I'm just applying that dip base to the thumbnail, kind of like in a diagonal, and then I'm just kind of dipping my nail in the dip powder itself. Now I'm not going to do a second coat on the thumbnail. What I will do is put the foil flake pieces on the nail while the dip base is still wet. I'm just going in with this little 99-cent Wet n Wild eyeshadow applicator brush that I use for my nails, and just patting some of that on there. And again, using the cuticle cleanup tool to move that around. Not really a big old deal. Just wanted to add something a little extra, I suppose, to the nail. So once I got that on the nail, I let them dry. I'm going in with Color My World Dips Clear dip powder. This one is at the end of its lifespan, and I have a little salt spoon here, a little cute salt spoon like a little girl, and so I'm just applying another layer of the dip base, because you do need to clear encapsulate any glitter dip powder or foil flake dip powder, because you have to file the nail. And if you don't clear encapsulate, when you go to file and buff, your glitters are going to turn silver. They'll lose their color. And so I'm just using that spoon to pour over the dip powder. I usually use a pipette, but I could not find my little bag of pipettes, and I saw them a few weeks ago, and then when I went to do the mani, I was like, what did I do with them? But I'm the person that will move stuff around all the time and then forget where I put it. It's like, what are you in the house doing? But I'm just repeating that process, clear encapsulating the glitter on my ring finger, just using that spoon, scooping up the clear, making sure I get good coverage on the nail instead of dipping, because I kind of didn't want the glitter in the clear. Not a lot, but it's some in there already, so it really didn't matter. And like I said, this one's at its last leg. Now I know at this point it looks crazy. I'm still pressing down the clear on the nail. My thumb was wet with the dip base, and so you have to let this dry. And so I'm going in with the nail brush to remove excess clear, and then I'm going in with a soft bristle toothbrush to remove any excess dip powder on the nail that is left over, because you have to go in and activate. So here I'm using regular activator. Color My World Dips does not have a low odor activator as far as I know. Haven't been on the site in a while. And so I'm just applying activator to the nails. This will harden the dip powder or cure the dip powder in preparation for filing and buffing. And here I can see that I did glue my middle finger on crooked, but it's okay. It's okay. So here are the nails after filing and buffing. I'm going in with base coat, and my iPad stopped recording at some point, so I'm missing some footage. So I go in with base coat and I cure for 60 seconds. And the reason why I'm using base coat is because I'm going to use some nail stickers. And the dip powder is it looks dusty once you've done your filing and buffing. And so once I cure the gel base, I'm going to go in with an alcohol wipe, and any nail that I'm going to apply a nail sticker to, I'm going to wipe the inhibition layer off from the gel base coat. I'm going to clean that off with alcohol, and then I'm going to go in and apply some like gold stickers. They do have an orange tint to them, but once I put it on the nail, you can't see it, so you just really see the gold outline. I thought I had some gold leaves, but I couldn't find those either. No telling what I did with it. So again, you see me wiping the nail off with alcohol, and then I go in and apply the nail stickers. Now once I apply the nail stickers with tweezers, I make sure they lay as flat as possible on the nail, and then I go in and top coat with Madam Glam's the no wipe top coat, and give them a cure in my lamp for a full 60 seconds. And so coming up momentarily will be the finished look of the nails. Again, I'm just pressing this sticker down. It will be the finished look with the gel top coat already applied and cured. So guys, please like this video if you found value. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel. It is still free 99. So I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.